Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my podcast. So, today we will be talking about emotional intelligence. Well, you might wonder, what is emotional intelligence? According to the authors Robbins and Hansecker 2014, and I quote, emotional intelligence is the ability to monitor one's own and others' feelings and emotions, to discriminate among them, and to use this information to guide one's thinking and action. It is further stipulated that emotional intelligence focuses on awareness of self and others, emotional management, and interpersonal skills. My co-host and I will be reenacting a small scenario explaining what it looks like when emotional intelligence is not exhibited. So here goes. Hey Jane, may you please explain to me again how to solve this accounting question?
Okay, so it's really simple. All you have to do is add up your total revenue and minus your total expenses to get your profit.
I'm still a little confused. May you please repeat it to me one more time?
I've explained this question to you 1,000 times by now. Start opening your ears and stop sitting on your brain.
That's such a mean thing to say. I really don't like how you spoke to me. It really hurt my feelings.
Whatever. Just get over it.
And guys, there you have it. This is a clear example of someone not being emotionally intelligent. Betty expresses to Jane that how she spoke to her hurt her feelings. But Jane acted in a way that wasn't emotionally intelligent by, firstly, dismissing and invalidating Betty's feelings and by telling her to simply get over it. The great thing is, there are always methods and techniques that can help us change or improve our behavior. So, these are some of the tips that Jane can use to improve her own emotional intelligence. Authors Robbins and Hansecker 2014 recommend the 4 components of emotional intelligence, and they are as follows. Number 1, self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions and how they affect your life. If you are self-aware, you are conscious of the feelings and emotions within yourself. So it tends to get frustrating having to explain one thing over and over again to someone. If Jane was self-aware, then she would have not reacted in the manner that she did, but instead she should have taken a deep breath and asked Betty what it is that she might not have understood in her explanation in a calm and non-condescending manner. Number 2, self-management. It is stated that self-management is the ability to understand your feelings and to use this understanding to effectively deal with emotional situations. This does not mean suppressing or denying your emotions, but using them to deal with situations productively. In this instance, we may be of the assumption that Jane was in a bad mood. But you need to always be aware of how you react to situations when you are happy, angry, or sad, to help you deal with issues in a much better way. Taking out your frustrations on another person is a sign of having a low level of emotional intelligence, and it's very displeasing. So Jane could have recognized that she wasn't in a good mood had she had proper self-management, and simply told Betty to give her a few minutes to be excused so she can gather her thoughts, or honestly told her she was not in a good mood and suggest to Betty to give her accounting to give her the accounting explanation at a later time when she feels much better. Number 3, social awareness. Social awareness is the ability to understand and empathize with others. People with high social awareness are capable of understanding divergent points of views and interacting effectively with many different types of people and emotions. In this situation, if Jane could have put herself in Betty's shoes and understood that accounting wasn't Betty's strongest subject, and how it may also be frustrating for her and slightly embarrassing for her to constantly keep coming to Jane for help, then Jane would have been able to be a little more empathetic of Betty instead of being rude to her. And the last component, relationship management. It is described as the ability to connect with others in ways that build positive relationships. Good relationship managers treat others with compassion, sensitivity, and kindness. With the way that Jane snapped at Betty, chances are that Betty might not ask her for help ever again because she was demeaned and deeply hurt in the process. A relationship is a two-way thing, and it is important to understand there will be times where you will need the assistance of others as well when you are struggling. You don't want to become that person who no one wants to help because you have a bad attitude, and in that process end up being too afraid to ever asking anyone else for assistance. Jane needs to work on treating others the way that she would want to be treated as well. Because if the situation was turned around, then she would have felt very hurt as well. Understanding this will help Jane work towards building a better relationship with others in order to increase her emotional intelligence. I hope you learned a thing or two on what emotional intelligence is and what it is that you can do to improve it. Goodbye, stay safe, and thank you for listening.